name is Jaychele. I'm with Russell Purist, SC Scoops, and Late Night Grin. And I just want to talk about that moment. We saw the look on your face, like all of that disbelief. Can you take us through what was going through your head during that moment when you saw all the confetti flying down and they're wrapping the championship around your waist?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just, you know, the years of hard work and that moment. I actually just talked to Tony about that on the way up here. That you know, I had a hell of a run in this first month. You know, it was like Forbidden Door, Blood and Guts, Fighter Fest, and now Death Before Dishonor. So I think that's, I would say, like a Hall of Fame or like an all-star
Mount
first
Rushmore,
month. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Mount
Like of things, and that, you know, to top it off with my first World Championship. What made me so happy is the reaction of everybody. You know, to me, wrestling is about the fans. It's about the interactiveness. It's about feeding off the energy, and that's what's always been so much fun. And you know, to hear the crowd, to see it, and then I just wanted to take it all in and just soak it in, because, you know, no need to rush. Just sit there and enjoy it. I waited for a long time, so yeah, just wanted to enjoy it, and it was amazing.
Hi, Jaychele again. Like you guys just said, you guys have a lot of gold now. You guys would normally be dripped in blood.
You beat me with the roll up.
Hey man, I beat you with a wrestling move.
You beat me with the roll up. You said that you were gonna take me down to the canvas and embarrass me. You didn't tap out. You didn't embarrass me, man.
No, you're not embarrassed. I have this title right here. You don't.
I'm not even hurt, man.
Yeah.
Roll up.
Yeah. All right.
I thought you guys were violent.
Yeah.
I thought you guys were violent.
Yeah, sorry, I can't hear you.
You're clearly embarrassed.
What? Get out of here, fanny pack.
I think you embarrassed him if he's coming up like that.
Yeah.
You know.
When I beat Brian, it's gonna be worse than a roll up. I might send him on vacation with his family again.
No. Oh yeah.
Send him on vacation to work on his garden a little bit.
Hey, I'll see you Wednesday.
Really?
Hey, Danny.
You gonna pin me again?
Hey.
You just gonna put my shoulder?
Hey, I got a microphone. You don't. All right. So get out of here. Get your ass out of here.
Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Come on.
This is embarrassing. Oh yeah. That's it. All right.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It was a very great match, Daniel. Thank you. Great match. Thank you, Daniel.
Good work, Daniel. Real close.
Careful. Very, very,
Maybe next time,
very
pal.
careful. Very,
See you
very
Wednesday.
careful who you're calling out here. You didn't embarrass me. You put me with a roll up. He's almost crying, isn't he? Sorry. I thought it was a great roll up.
Oh, thank you.
It was a great match. It was a
Yeah.
great match. And you guys have had a great rivalry across pro wrestling, a lot of great matches, different companies. And I think, you know, you can't deny that you guys have had great matches. And he, you know, no matter what you think of what he just came in and what said, I think he's a great wrestler. So
Tremendous wrestler.
thanks for,
And
I'm
no
looking
problems.
forward to
thank you
seeing
for
him and
restraining
Brian.
yourself.
No problems with him as a wrestler. It's just him as a human being.
Yeah.
Terrible to deal with.
It seems like only known him for a month, but you know, I'm looking forward to him and Brian. I'll tell you that much.
Doesn't get better.
Yeah, it's a cool story. I mean, it's really great to have Danielson in his comeback match. I think, you know, that's going to be a hell of an opponent, you know, firsthand. I mean, he's better than anybody in the world. I think he's a great opponent. So it'll be a tough match for Brian in his first match back. And it's, you know, he's a great story too. I mean, you touched on it rather in a flippant way, but the way he came back from the accident, you know, that's a true story. It's a true story. Jericho and I both, I didn't know him, but I heard about the story, and Jericho and I both donated to the GoFundMe. And I don't need, you know, what you said, I think in the heat of battle is what you said, but it was a real situation, and he's got a lot of guts.
Yeah, he does.
He's the perfect opponent for Brian when he comes back, as it, you know.
Yeah, it's going to be a great match. Yeah.
Like I was saying, you guys are now dripped in gold, like when you're normally dripped in blood. It's gold this time. But what does it mean to be able to hold championships alongside so many other great wrestlers, and also to have the mentorship of William Regal, who's also obviously an amazing wrestler, amazing mentor? What does it mean to be able to have so much brotherhood in wrestling while maintaining and defending these championships?
To me, that brotherhood is what drives you. I talked about that earlier, that when you reach a goal, there's two choices. You can either just rest on your laurels or keep improving. And I always want to surround myself with people who push me to get better. And that's exactly what the Blackpool Combat Club does for me. Like anything I do, I have either William Regal or Marks or Yuta or Brian be like, well, I could have done this better, or maybe try this next time or do that. And that's what it's all about. That's what that brotherhood is. And it's awesome to have somebody like Yuta who is still so young and so incredibly good. Like, I think I told somebody that earlier. I was like, can't wait to see him in 6-7 years, because it's going to be, hit his, like, that's when he's going to hit his prime. So it's just so much fun to be here and watch it, and hopefully help guide people like him in the right way. So to me, the Blackpool Combat Club is that brotherhood, and known all the guys for a long time, and Yuta for a month. But it feels like way longer. We actually have way more in common. So that's why it's so perfect.
Yeah, I think. Sorry. No, I was just going to say, I think that the way that the Blackpool Combat Club has really taken like a genuine interest in helping me develop as a pro wrestler has just been incredible. Like being able to work with such great minds and always have, like you said, that feedback, that iron sharpens iron mentality of just making sure that we're all doing what we should do in the ring and just getting better and better every day has been invaluable. And to have this championship for me, kind of brings things full circle. I made my debut in Ring of Honor in the Pure Championship tournament when it was brought back after being retired for many years. I never got to hold it, never got to even challenge for it after I lost in the first round. And then I never really wrestled in front of a Ring of Honor crowd. My entire first duration was in front of no one. So being able to kind of bring that back full circle is really special.
You also debuted in Daly's place, right, as we were coming out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Right, as we were getting fans back.
Yeah, I was on the last long dark tapings. Yeah, it's really cool to be able to be back
started
here.
around then too. He had done a little bit, but you guys, it was pretty amazing. Like I said, it's an amazing rivalry, and I have to say that the match you had tonight was really special, and you've come a long way. And from when you first came to AEW to now, and then in Ring of Honor, from when you were in Ring of Honor previously to now, I think tonight you really showed how far you've come and why you're one of the most exciting young wrestlers in the world. Thank you very much, Wheeler.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Jaychele. I'm representing a bunch of different companies. I'm not going to say their names anymore. But I do want to talk a little bit about mental health and wrestling. Obviously, you guys are dealing with a lot of stress, pressure, anxiety to top the last match that you guys just had. How are you guys able to deal with that and overcome all of those things?
Man, I don't know. Honestly, I have a great support system at home, and I think that's the number one thing. And I think the number one thing for mental health and anxiety is to admit it, that you have it, and the generation before us never did that, especially men, especially stupid Southern men, like my dad would never in a million years admit something was wrong. When I told him last year what I was going through, and I said, I think I'm going to see a therapist. And he was like, what? Why do you want to see a therapist? I'm like, well, because I want to try to get better. And he said, but do you feel like you're going crazy? I'm like, no, like, I just want to get better, and so they don't understand. That generation does. And with this generation, we're figuring it out as well. But to top the last match, there's a ton of anxiety there. But I was secure in our abilities, and I was secure in their abilities as well. That we may not top that last match, and that's okay. That's fine with me. But, I knew it was going to be a very, very physical match, and I knew we were going to try to. And I knew the hard work from the was going to be appreciated by the Boston crowd. So for me, after what I've gone through a year ago, the anxiety of a wrestling match is nothing anymore.
Yeah.
The anxiety of life is way far more. It's just harder, not even just as a wrestler or a man, but as a human being, man, like look at the stuff we deal with, every day, every single day you see something different, and it's all freaking scary, but we have to admit to ourselves that we all need help. We all need a support system, whether that's a family or whether it's a friend or whether it's a therapist. I'm on Zoloft. I am talking to a therapist, and I'm very proud of that because I've come out on the other side, and that's the stuff we need to talk about. Wrestling anxiety, wrestling is whatever. Life anxiety is what we need to talk about,
Yeah, I think more than anything now, I feel more comfortable than ever because the crowd has kind of let us know that they appreciate what we do. So it gives us that comfort going into a match, knowing, okay, like we can do what our minds are thinking. And for the most part, these fans are going to follow along with us. Like they're going to enjoy this. They're really letting us know how much they appreciate the hard work. So like that part makes it a little easier. But like you were saying, there is a lot of stress that comes with it. But with our platform, I think not just talking about the wrestling stress, talking about the life stress is a huge thing for everybody, because pre-pandemic it was bad, but during the pandemic you saw or you heard a lot of people, loved ones, friends, family, strangers that were going through something, and I think they felt shame. They didn't want to speak about it. Having a guy like Dax who went through what he went through last year and now being so vocal about it, I think that is a huge plus for mental health and for the advocacy of it and for getting help and knowing that there's no shame, there's no stigma. There isn't. Like, and if there is, we'll beat the shit out of them.
Dax, my mom is here too.
Hi. Hi. Thank you for bringing your daughter out and having fun with your daughter. That's what wrestling is all about. What's your name?
My name is Michelle. Can I mention something about the little boy?
You can mention whatever you want, Michelle.
He was in front of us, and he had special needs. Whatever.
Yes.
That just touched my heart when we see him. I was like, oh, that's the boy who's in front of us. And that was.
Yeah, that's we get one life. You know what I mean? If you get one life, and if I can, you know, if
You'll remember that forever.
First class frogs.
thanks, dude. Let's go.
Yep. On 0 Hour, we saw the Prince basically buy out Tully Blanchard Enterprises and turn it into the Embassy. Can you tell us a little bit about that? Is everything okay with Tully? Can you give us an update on it?
Tully's good. I think for the workload and the things we're asking, I would just say, and where he is in this stage, I think it was a good fit. And now the business transaction that went down here in Ring of Honor between Tully and Prince Nana, I think Tully's he's doing really well personally and thriving, and I'm happy for him and excited. And now Prince Nana is a legend. It's great to have Prince Nana in the Embassy back in Ring of Honor. So I think that's something to be excited about. It's a great group of wrestlers, and very excited about that, and wish Tully the best. And I certainly could see him around AEW or Ring of Honor again, but now that transition and that transaction got Prince Nana back here, which is awesome.